What's up, YouTube? This is Mike here, the Transforming Toy Box, bringing you a vlog. Yes, another vlog. A little bit special, because with Christmas and New Year's over, I can now be late to say this: Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Yeah. You know I had to be late to say it, YouTube. I had to be. So there you go. I really hope all of you have had a great Christmas, a fantastic New Year, and all that stuff. Hope Santa was good to you. You know, you got everything you wanted, and even more, perhaps. I know that he was good to me. Very good to me, in fact. Just to prove that, I've got me one of these. Shiny, shiny. Look at the shiny object, Mr. Possum. This thing is awesome. It's Omega Prime. Of course, it's got the weapon. I don't really use the weapons on these things very often, and I'm not going to really bother with it right now. I might do a review of this later, but it's going to be a big one, so it's going to take some prep time, alright? But there it is, Omega Prime, from RID, of course. Absolutely wonderful piece, and I hope all of you have had an equally great Christmas as I have. It was busy, but worth it. Definitely worth it. I'd also ask you to kindly excuse the background noise once again. You know this is one of my vlogs, so there's going to be background noise. I need to have the furnace running because the pipes will freeze if it's not. Don't you just love winter? Don't you just love the ball-freezing awfulness that is winter? If you really do love it, then I guess somebody's got to. That's what the numbers say, at least. So anyways, on to first shout-out is a double shout-out going to Susanna Woe 2402 and Hero Duo the Comedian. Both of you entered the Wind Charger contests. Unfortunately, there were 3 entries that got all the questions right. I couldn't give all 3 of you a Wind Charger. I really would if I could, but I don't have any more. But I want to give you guys at least a shout out. You both did very good in the contests. Unfortunately, not everybody could win. That's how it is. But I want to assure you that there will be more contests. It's not the first one, and it won't be the last one on this channel. The next shout out has to go to JM Goofs Off. This guy, he has got some funny stuff in his past. You know, a little back and forth about private schools. He went to one, I went to one. I'm betting that neither one of us would recommend it. Apparently he went to a Baptist school. Already doesn't sound good. Said there were crazy rules there. It said you couldn't grow your hair past a certain length, and there were certain hairstyles that were banned. Whoa! Now, I can understand certain hairstyles being banned, because some people go too far with it. But I can't understand not growing it past a certain length. I mean, who cares? It's just school. And he also said you couldn't listen to any secular music. You know, religious music isn't all bad. It's not all bad. There's some great Christmas carols out there. But it's definitely not the only thing you want to listen to. I'll say that. It's not the only thing you want to listen to. Yeah, that's a dumb rule. Then the last rule is that you couldn't go to the movie theater, but you could watch any movie in your own home. What? That's funny, man. That's funny. But leave it to a private school to come up with a rule like that. So thank you for that, JM Goofs Off. That one brought back some messed up memories for me too. Thanks. And then the final shout out of the night goes to Aaron MP8, one of my newer subscribers. He has requested a Dark of the Moon Shockwave review. I know it's been a while since you requested that, man, but it is coming down the line. So, be patient, and I'll get it done whenever I can get off my lazy ass and do it. Alright. Next up. Viewer questions. First off, do you collect anything other than Transformers? From Moko806. Well, Moko, I do collect sort of things other than Transformers. What do I collect? Really random cool things that are cheap. What do you mean by that? Things like this. This is freaking awesome. Now, I know, you can tell it's a flashlight, right? But it's also a siren. That's pretty badass. And a radio. Yeah! Rock on. This is good stuff right here. Got this for $3 from a garage sale. This thing is so freaking cool. I go outside with this thing. Whenever I walk the dog, I like to have this thing. You don't need it just at night. You listen to the radio when you're out there. It's awesome. You can just put it up. Put it up somewhere on a shelf. Listen to the radio, man. Why not? Why not? Fantastic. Other cool stuff that I've collected? This little guy right here. Looks pretty realistic, doesn't it? It's a cap gun. This is one badass cap gun. $1. That's right. Shiny, shiny. This is a Knight of Shiny Objects. It's a really cool cap gun. You lift that up, you got the roll caps in there. You just insert those, close her back up, and you're good to go. Even came with some neat little leather holsters. I got 2 of these, actually. $1 a piece. Great deal. So, I sort of go to garage sales and pick up cool stuff. Just random things. Other than Transformers, my other than Transformer collection is excessively random. So, I can't really say it's organized in any fashion. But there you go. I do collect a few other things. Just nothing concrete as far as an exact collection. Yeah, I would just call my other collection random cool things I found for not a lot of money. I'm working on the name. Next question from Big Daddy Darth. Why in the hell is the original Beast Wars Pterosaur so damn expensive? Just curious, since I was looking him up the other day. Well, Big Daddy Darth, I think he's really expensive. I think. Now, I don't know, but I think this is. I think it's because of that little red gun. It's that little red gun, very easy to lose. Second reason, I think it's because he was in the show. Any of them that were in the show tended to have a higher price than ones that were not. The obvious exceptions being ones like Rhinox and Waspinator's not too expensive for being in the show. Then again, a carded Waspinator probably costs a buttload. And also Megatron, the first Megatron. But that was an awful toy, so what do you want? So I think the little gun, and because he was in the show, probably has a lot to do with his expensiveness. Alright. Question number 2 from Big Daddy Darth. DuckTales or Darkwing Duck? Which should be made into a Howard the Duck-like movie? I'm going to go with Darkwing Duck. DuckTales was good, I liked it, but I liked Darkwing Duck more. It had more of a goofy Batman feel to it. And Batman is what's going on right now. Batman's what's up. So I'm going with Darkwing Duck, because it really does bring a lot of that into it, and I think it would make a great Howard the Duck-like movie. Could they do a modern Darkwing Duck movie correctly? That is the question. But I think if they left it in Disney's hands, I think it'd work out fine. I think it'd be okay as long as Disney did it. because that's their baby right there, Darkwing Duck, and I'd like to see it. I would honestly like to see it. And then the final question. I have saved the best question for last, because it's a toughie. From, of course, the master of ridiculous questions, Mantis99s. He has but one question. G1 versus Beast Wars. Go. Now, I have put some thought into this, unlike what I usually do, which is just go off the cuff. I put some thought into this because it's a question that deserves thought. And I've broken it down into 3 categories to judge the separate continuities, if you will. I've broken it down into media, toys, and then other. Other, of course, being any films that were on the big screen, or other paraphernalia besides toys, like t-shirts, communities, and all that sort of stuff. You know, and which ones really sort of jive with me more. Well, G1, as a show, pales in comparison to Beast Wars. Absolutely ridiculous. Beast Wars has got so much better cohesiveness as a show, and I'm going to give it the one-up. Beast Wars gets to the point for the show. In the media category, Beast Wars wins. Now, for the toys, G1's going to take this one. While the Beast Wars toys were in general fantastic, the G1 toys were so much pure fun. Not to mention, G1 is what a lot of great toy lines are based off of. The classics, Generations, Universe lines, these are based off of G1 concepts. And without G1, we wouldn't be getting some of these awesome things. Generation 1, the original Transformers, is the basis for things like this. Yeah. There are some truly epic things that went on in the Generation 1 toy line that are carried forward into the modern world so much. So Generation 1 wins for toys. Third and finally, other. And we're talking comics. We're talking movies that were actually on the big screen. That's not a part of media. That's part of other because that's special. G1 had a movie, Beast Wars didn't. G1's going to win that. Comic-wise, you had things like the Beast Wars source book, which, you know, whatever. But G1 had the IDW, the Dreamwave series. They have a whole bunch of an expanded universe that goes off of G1, and that's going to put G1 up there, because G1 has a greater expanse to its story. And the universe line and all that comes from G1. So G1, for being the start of all of it, gets the points in the other category. And in the end, in a contest of 3 points, G1 2, Beast Wars 1. So Beast Wars, great show. G1, great toys and great continuity. So G1 wins. I don't like to be the guy that just cops out and says, yeah, G1. But you all know me by now. If I could stick it to G1ers, I would. So you know that I'm taking this objectively. G1 wins. Sorry, Beast Wars. Maybe next time. Alright. On to... Well, I already mentioned, from Aaron MP8, I will be working on that Shockwave video. Next up, right after this probably, I'll be filming my How to Build number 2 video with the claw creature that you saw, and I've got some good names for it. I gotta pick one. You guys have come up with some good stuff. And other than that, well, we'll see where things take us. Alright? So, feel free, of course, to ask any questions you want and all that stuff. And we'll catch you all next time. Later, guys.